Hey, what'd I miss?
So, hey guys, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm back with Cutie and Beth. It's been like I don't know,
3
4 months
months.
since
Almost.
the last one, but we're finally back. We're ready to give you some more Doki Doki goodness, and nothing's gonna go wrong this part. We're gonna have a nice day at the festival. Definitely no death or mutilation.
Oh god.
It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking two trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Norbert. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Shut up!
The heck was that?
My dog. They must
No,
be
it's Beth.
they must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. It's called Shrek is Love. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days that this important you try a little harder? I'm just a fucking asshole. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Norbert. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Oh god.
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. One that I haven't read before.
Get out of my head, 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 get out get out of my head. Why are you looking
Such
at
a
me
way
like
with
that?
words.
Yeah, you remember how we're doing like the Doki Doki Literature Club thing, and I'm voicing some of the characters.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I probably ruined this game for you. That's fine. That just means I'm getting really into it. Anyway, get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving.
Huh.
Yeah, that's totally not creepy.
Yeah.
Trying out a new style, Sayori? Ah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Robert? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more
Yeah,
than
do you
that,
wonder why?
I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so
Uh, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, it really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, just feels right. Inside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. That kind of a breach of privacy. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayo.
Oh, dear God.
Still gives me chills to this day.
That is so fucked up.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? Has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. It's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. But why do I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? It was my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her. Walked her to school. Made friends with her, like it always has been. I could have prevented this. Oh, I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do, nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. This is a very weirdly paced monologue to be having while your friend is hanging by a noose.
All the while, spooky.
Like you're just like he's just standing with a hand on his chin, like, what did I do wrong? While Sayori's hanging behind him.
It's
How did I
probably
fuck this up?
representative of a mental breakdown, honestly. Like, you know, you see something like really horrifying sometimes, and your mind just is like, what? I think that's what he's going through.
And
Yeah,
now I'll
yeah, being
carry
in
this
shock and
guilt
just
with
trying to
me until I
process it.
die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And that does it for Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you guys had a great time.
Oh, that was that quick. What the?
Huh. Things look a little different. Sayori, I
I'm
see you
sure it's
changed your...
just a glitch. I'm sure it's just a glitch in the system. Just, you know, like, keep going. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
probably just a word glitch.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens a lot.
Ah, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, shizzle gizzle gar.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sat idly and let blah 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 catch up to me. Okay, ignoring that, it's an ordinary school day like any other.
You sure you didn't pirate a faulty coffee or something?
Nah. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway.
Hey!
School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm supposed to say something or Kitty's supposed to say something.
No, just say something. You're right. Norbert.
Norbert.
Which one of you wants to take Monica?
Well,
Oh, is this Monica?
I didn't know this was Monica. That was the thing.
Well, I just...
I never played this game.
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I actually didn't expect to see you here. It's been a month, right?
Ah. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, crazy. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Well, I was just looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper around here? Or records?
Guess you could check the closet. You're in the Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Shut up. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. No, I can preach to that. It feels
Well-
like nothing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
Did you vote for Biden or Trump? In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one.
Ooh,
A literature club.
hey, did reality just glitch for a second there?
We're in the Matrix. Everything's an illusion.
Okay, thanks, Monica. Literature? Sounds kinda dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members here keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right?
Hmm.
She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
We used to have 4. Did Monica say she?
Hey, Robert. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I want to ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Robert. You know that?
But it's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Which one of you wants to, take Yuri? Or swap her?
I was having Yuri.
But does Beth want
Yeah,
to...
Cutie was Yuri.
But does Beth want to voice more? I mean, she only has Natsuki.
I mean, I don't mind just doing Natsuki. I would feel bad if I took Yuri away too. Unless Kitty was fine with that.
Let's hope for the voice here.
Okay.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Ka-thunk. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Oh! Jesus.
Yeah? Spoopy. A guest?
Seriously? You brought the boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Norbert.
Ugh. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
Can't wait to get my dick wet.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Small figure made me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Norbert in the class, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Why am I telling you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just have to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Robert?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of her room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward? I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Leadership Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. How many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new? I'm not sure you're there. There's just one way to something that doesn't really grab your attention, like literature. Or, common sense. You have to work hard to convince people that they're both fun and worthwhile. And it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Wow, you're just brimming with confidence, aren't you? Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Shut up! She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Jerry's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Norbert, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
You're not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. It's obvious by the way that her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But I like a lot of things. Stories with these psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Beth, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Isn't it amazing how Ray can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop?
Are you calling me stupid?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. Desperately grasps something I can relate to at a minimal level. This right, Yuri, might as well be having a conversation with the rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It's just your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
What are you, Neppy?
Oh, what's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left that piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
Well, she's asking a question. Jesus Christ. I think that's impressive, bitch. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The true charm of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you should share some of your work so we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Guess it's the same for Yuri. Y'all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President after all.
The last one had an accident.
Oh god. She got a bit tangled up. I need to do our best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Norbert?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important God, I can't talk. Now that we've reached the Jesus. Can I just read? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stay back. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
What? I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you this, Robert. The thing is... we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And we're trying really, really hard to find new members. I don't know, we don't find one more before the festival.
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to... Can you tell I have dyslexia? Jesus Christ. It's the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
My goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Norbert?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare us for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Norbert, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Norbert, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Gonna turn into the fucking scat man with enough of this shit. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright.
On next, Dragon Ball Z.
Monica fucking kills somebody. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So at this point, it doesn't even really matter. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure.
What's the worst that can happen?
A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and that she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third girl intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
That's like something.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
That's oddly specific.
Very.
Okay, so at this point, it doesn't even really matter. I mean, you still get to pick Natsuki or Yuri at first, but, I'm wondering who to go with. Eeny, meeny, money. This one. And, this one.
Maybe.
Forgive. Lollipop. Sticky. Special. After image. Empty. Tragedy. Kitty. Giggle.
Mm.
Lust.
Ooh.
Smile. Anal cyst. Puppy. Nightgown. And pain.
Hey, you know, Rick. Let's see you run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Nope.
So keeping your promise, Norbert. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Hey, making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it.
You okay,
I
Natsuki?
don't know, if he deserved any slack. You already have been dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then I won't see the end of it.
Really?
Monica, I can't,
You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps Monica Witch in the club room.
Monica?
I can't read. Natsuki, find yourself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Monica's literature!
I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but the room is kind of, you know,
I thought that was just me, but that's actually neat.
it's
detail.
tilting and also zooming in.
Attempt to follow Haymaker.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops into her seat and then she falls into the window as the room is tilting sideways.
She fucking
Sorry,
dies.
Norbert. Well, be sure to push your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, I know that you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean like that.
God, I'm literally starting to get a little nauseous just from this fucking...
If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like... Well, as Vice President and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag. The bag falls out and tumbles onto the side and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out. The thing that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Here. He didn't notice the room tilting. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
I am hanging onto the desk for dear life because I'm going to fall it aside through the window to my death.
Well, I look forward to hearing what you think.
Oh, God, Jesus.
And
God.
there we go.
Fuck me, man. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking rude. She never brings my face back from the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga, huh?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into till you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? Wait a minute. Somebody wrote manga on my forehead. What the fuck? Who did this? Sayori? Oh wait, she's dead. Someone else? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I watched my best friend die an hour ago. Probably a little more irritating, but whatever you say. Also, what's going on with Natsuki's hair?
What do you mean?
Is it just me? There's like red stuff coming out of her hair.
I think those are her bows.
Is
I'm
that?
pretty sure they've always been there. I don't think they're growing.
Okay, I was about to say, like, maybe I'm losing my mind, man. I know that feel.
Because doing her magic.
Sorry, I'm kind of closely inspecting your hair. Kind of looks like blood from this angle. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I never heard of in my life. Probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you could go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the glass room door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Norbert. Consider this don't judge a book. In fact...
Okay, I guess we're not gonna acknowledge that. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Ooh wah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? My seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Why'd you say that? Don't make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder. It's much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished a series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for a lack of plot. Okay, Jesus. Are you sure this isn't boring you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. Guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Didn't you just say you didn't have any? You know what I mean?
Hmm?
You know?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even read it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Erg, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of efforts to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Okay, I feel attacked right now, okay? Jesus. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Now I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. Flip the page. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glanced over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh,
Oh, what the heck?
you okay there? You having a seizure? You need to call somebody. Ma'am? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
What the heck? Ah, jeez. Tsuki, are you okay?
No, she's fucking foaming on the ground over there. Call an ambulance.
Mm.
Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give.
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Norbert. She's fine. For now. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Yeah, okay, let's just ignore the fact that she had a seizure over there and just blow right past it. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first?
Flip a three-way coin.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by the tail, like the hours, let it go, my nose, that's it, it's the very best one, and you are. Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess that might be difficult after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and I really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. Just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of wanted to pick up on them. The most notable thing I recognize is that new writers they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they have to make a writing style separate from the top matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Just finding them and building them by getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. I think you can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining light to withstand the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening green hue of the future. I bathe. Coma. I am wearing this. Coma is bathing air of the present while living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, that's a terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's no relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since this is the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you in a ghost, Yuri?
Actually, the story is not about a ghost at all, Norbert.
Really? Must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
Cool, so I'm an idiot.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic and compared to a ghost. Lingering in an unrestrained place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that is. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Sorry, that was your line. Let's do Natsuki next.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
really bad.
Beth, you're coming in really muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
DJ Cannon dude.
Well, I don't even.
Sorry.
You're you're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, "Ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like." And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Very sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Did anyone read these poems already?
Yeah, it usually takes like the second day for the good shit to happen. Or bad shit.
Meh. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And Monica.
Last but certainly not least. Hi, Robert. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for help, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Always listening.
Always. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Norbert. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? That's our barrier that we'll all learn to get past it.
Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Norbert.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So I'll take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snacks on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki said this would give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. It sounds like she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she is so smart because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys aren't to eat girls, you know?
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for bringing that up.
Sorry, just look on the bright side. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Also, apparently I just skimmed right past that whole malnourishment thing.
Well, it's because I had some confidence. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. Buddy wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced over my surroundings. But my burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic strong playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air breathes space before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. My burnt eyes can no longer see color. Are the others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems of flat sheets of paper? The sound of the play tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
I think this is the only one that's different from last time. I think it's more like a continuation. But we wouldn't remember that because it's been like 4 months, but you know.
Yeah. So, what did you think?
Very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is kind of pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems that is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's a bit influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I kind of just talked about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. And everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets so fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh God. Look, the poster.
What? Oh, I see it.
Oh my jeez, what the hell?
And the music just changed too.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice sight.
Hope you enjoyed the visual novel. I was like, what? Evidently that's what rustically.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. Monica put up a new painting. Kinda morbid. She looks familiar. Can't put my finger on it though. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
Took this language.
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I tried to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Norbert did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
I just keep looking at the poster in the background, man.
And Norbert liked my term Q, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Noah appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do over the cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Norbert started showing up.
Tatsuki! Tatsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
No, it doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that.
Ugh,
You only act as long as you look, Tatsuki.
Me? What's this talking, you wannabe edgy bitch?
Edgy? Sorry, that my lifestyle is too much for you for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
Say it for a second. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop pressing others with your sickening attitude. If you think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by pressing and acting too cute, the only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Guys, is it just me or is the reality kind of falling apart here?
Shit.
Hey, over this, Norbert.
What? Be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Norbert hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Gary turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there, watching reality fall apart.
Norbert! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
How did I get Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. I don't think this is solving anything. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Oh.
What the... Oh, hello, Monica.
Hey.
I love what you've done with the place.
You look a lot prettier up close.
Hey, Norbert. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. Reality often doesn't collapse like that. I really shouldn't have tried to get you involved.
I'll take care of them.
It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling.
That classroom was probably a singularity right about now.
Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own cult members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive at times. I never had any to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. I have nothing to say about any of this. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms in her forehead. Yuri,
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Nerve hurts. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
Ominous.
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me as if she wants to say something. You know what, girls? It was nice, but, after 2 days and, you know what? I think I'm gonna hang out with more, stable people. So, you guys, have fun, okay? I'm just gonna
You can
go.
leave if you wanted to.
She keeps glancing back at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to run for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Norbert. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate you
Alright. Well, that was day
Well,
4.
yeah.
That was something. Anyway, I think, we're gonna call that a part here. That was
something. Oh, yes it was.
yeah, shit happened.
No,
So,
it didn't.
All downhill from here.
All downhill from here, definitely. So I hope you guys enjoyed the long-awaited, what is this, part 5, part 6 to Doki Doki Literature Club. I promise it won't be another 4-month gap before the next one. Sometimes life just gets in the way. But, anyway, we're gonna call it a wrap here. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
And hopefully it won't take 4 months.
Bye.